Renegade over towards the shoddy side of the map. StelluR, his former teammate, going right at him. Big kill coming out of StelluR. StelluR even working onto Frosty, but he has two in front of him. And so the body shot just two of them. He ends up getting the double kill. StelluR dropping bolt, and oh my gosh, FaZe must be so frustrated. And StelluR's absolutely going off. That's going to be a no-scope right to the brains of Renegade. Drop wall down. Defenses are up. This is your 2K. This is your losers bracket finals. One team will be going to the grand finals. Who's it gonna be, FaZe or Spacestation Gaming?
Last time these teams met in the winners final, it was Spacestation that just absolutely ran away with the series. FaZe, they've had some time to think about it in the elimination bracket, but we're gonna have to see some stiff changes from FaZe if they're gonna come back and answer strong against Spacestation.
Spacestation Gaming with their objective efficiency. FaZe coming out with that firepower, that heat time and time again. I don't know who's going to be on top, but I do know StelluR has a sniper rifle and immediately uses it against Frosty. And once he gets that kill, right back and trying to alleviate some of the pressure, Renegade and Snakebite over toward the tower side. Penguin's right in the action. StelluR's doing everything he can to watch his back from afar with that S7, and Penguin does end up going down.
Well, I love what FaZe was doing off the start, right? They're putting up signs, live, love, laugh. They're making Spacestation's home their own. Unfortunately, they give up a lane too much, and Spacestation is able to take that opportunity, pull a flag, and they already almost have it home. And while FaZe going 3 down, this looks as if it's going to go without, some heroic play from Renegade.
Interior decorators out of FaZe, let me tell you, they're making this place look good, but somehow with Spacestation Gaming that advanced that flag forward, stopped just short over towards the cut side. Are they going to be able to relay this flag forward? It looks like they are. StelluR has it, punches it in. That's going to be a 1-0 Spacestation Gaming up in the game.
Well, 2 players from FaZe trapped underneath Sword. You're going to start to see splits from FaZe. Traditionally, what you normally see in Halo Infinite is a lot of 3-1 pushes. 3 players together, 1 isolated looking for the flank. So far, we've seen FaZe running in duos, a little bit more like Halo 5S. And although that has high upside, it also allows Spacestation to inherently go into gunfights with numbers, usually fighting with 3 players against 2. It's really going to be up to individual talent from FaZe in order to break and give themselves opportunity.
Well, even though teamwork makes the dream work, an individual play coming out of bounds to knock Frosty right off the map, hits him with the heat wave on his way down, and then brings the heat going right after Snakebite. And with that, FaZe end up losing numbers quickly. Penguin's already on the pull. A stray grenade coming out of Renegade will end up stopping that pull just a bit, but it is going to be pushed forward right as Overshield and rockets are coming up.
Halo's all about evolving, right? You always have to be on your toes, learning what the new meta is at all times. And we're seeing a concerted effort from Spacestation to pull flags towards the Sword side. Non-traditional. Ever since the Halo 3 days, it's always been a ritual. You always pull flag towards long. Well, we're starting to see that flipped on its head a little bit. Spacestation having success towards the Sword side, running that flag. They try it for the second time. It almost gets there. One missed juggle, and, well, Spacestation probably has that flag home.
Rockets now being snatched up here by Renegade. The objective efficient Spacestation Gaming have been going with their runway side plays over and over again, but now with that snipers coming into play, will they be able to continue to run that flag over toward the runway side? Will they go back toward the traditional long haul side? We're starting to see StelluR on the off map creeping up. Eco ends up finding how powerful that needler is right off the rip. It looks like Snakebite could have slowed the game down just a bit. Sniper on the tower side. He feels Spacestation Gaming starting to push up. He wants to make sure that base is cleared out.
Right now, you're going to see how this game's going to slow down. This is what happens when you get 2 snipers on the map, right? Is that everyone is looking for that first opportunity, that first pick. And Snakebite, well, he's not taking 1, he's taking 2. Rockets are coming through, and Penguin's in danger.
Penguin avoiding damage left and right. The nades are coming in. It looks like Penguin, Renegade and Snakebite just too much for Penguin there. Eco and StelluR working a 1-2 combo right back at him. FaZe end up going 3 down in a 2v1 situation. Frosty has to try to fight off double the trouble, and it's not going to be enough. His former teammate and Eco going to trade out his life to make sure Frosty goes down there and bound, already applying pressure onto the Sword side. World 2 is not liking that.
And Spacestation shows that it's not necessarily what you do with the first opening pick, right? It's not 4v4 that matters. What matters is when it's 2v3, 1v2. When you're down numbers, how much can you execute? And well, so far, Spacestation has done a fantastic job at finding equalizing numbers and preventing FaZe from having any follow-through to their initial explosive plays.
Both Rockets and Overshield coming up in less than 20 seconds here. We've seen FaZe having numbers here over toward the sword side, but there is a bound lurking, waiting, daring one to come in. The repulse does gonna come out, but Renegade is not off the map. He's actually perfectly placed for that overshield, but it's not up just yet. Wall 2 and Frosty break through together here with that. Spacestation Gaming end up going 2 down, trying to make a last-ditch effort for the Rockets. Is Eco does a lot of damage, but it's not gonna be enough. FaZe have the advantage. They have Rockets, they have Sniper. Spacestation are in trouble.
Yeah, Eco does a great job getting behind enemy lines, making them waste those rockets. Huge, great understanding of timings and knowing when things are open and when to push. But like you said, FaZe is knocking on the door, and this is a great opportunity for them to get a flag out.
Renegade over towards the shoddy side of the map. StelluR, his former teammate, going right at him. Big kill coming out of StelluR. StelluR even working onto Frosty, but he has 2 in front of him. And so the body shot just 2 of them. He ends up getting the double kill. StelluR dropping bolt, and oh my gosh, FaZe must be so frustrated. And StelluR's absolutely going off. That's going to be a no-scope right to the brains of Renegade. Drop wall down. Defenses are up. FaZe were once the aggressors, now they're in trouble. War 2 with the defense, not going to be enough. That's a killing spree now coming out of StelluR. That flag is advancing forward. Like you said before, it's back over toward the sword side of the map.
I absolutely love this, and with FaZe going 3 down, this flag is going to get around the corner in time. Bound running it past, and StelluR really showing that, hey, Halo is a team game, but sometimes you just need to make individual plays, showing why he is the best sniper in Halo Infinite at the moment. Absolutely popped off, and his team is just cycling through FaZe. This is another flag that's going to go home, and the reward is because 4 players go down. They have access to ball snipers. There's 3 snipers on the map right now, and this is absolutely phenomenal work from Spacestation thus far.
And what's crazy to me is that we've seen Spacestation Gaming look good. We've seen them look great, but honestly, this is the best that we've seen Spacestation Gaming look in a very long time. The objective efficiency has always been there, but they are going blow to blow with everyone on FaZe, possibly the best lane team that we have in the league here. Spacestation Gaming refused to hand over the crown just yet. Forget going for 3rd place. They're going for #1 the way they're looking.
I mean, StelluR has taken the throne, right? There is no question in my mind, or I should say anyone's mind anymore, who is the best sniper in Halo Infinite. So far, StelluR has made play after play that is impactful, game-changing. It's not about just getting the double kill, the triple kill. To him, it's about pushing his team forward, doing whatever it takes, and so often it's him finding a headshot with the sniper rifle.
Another flag being pulled over toward the first side, but Frosty ends up going down. Pznguin has to be cleared with Renegade missing both of those no-scopes. It's only a matter of time before he goes down, but Snakebite coming in out of nowhere. Pznguin gets the melee, but it's not going to be enough to take down Renegade. So now Renegade lives, and he's being a nuisance on the backside of Spacestation Gaming. By the time they take Renegade down, Snakebite gets rockets. He's not even going to waste it onto Eco. Still 1 in the chamber, ready to use onto SSG. They may be up 2-0 right now, but FaZe seemingly have woken up.
Yeah, FaZe hasn't had any problems pushing into the base of Spacestation. It's been the follow-up that's been hurting them. They just haven't been able to get the flag more than a couple meters away, and because of this, Spacestation's just constantly refilling, recycling their numbers, waiting that 8 seconds, getting off a respawn, finding the pick, and eventually finding opportunities to countercap.
2 members of Spacestation Gaming onto the flag side. Eco does get a big kill onto Snakebite. It looks like we're anticipating that the spawners are coming over toward the courtyard side. Bound trying to do everything he can to fight through the S1 side, but it's not going to be enough. Somehow, Spacestation Gaming still end up going 3 down. The 4th one is going to fall as well. That flag is being run over toward the long haul side. Good spawners coming in for SSG, but Renegade is already chasing them down before Frosty's able to turn the corner. SSG with those shoddy side spawns, able to stop that flag short. Can FaZe relay it, or will this be a return?
Well, you're gonna see all these numbers come in. Look at Spacestation flooding in, 3 players playing towards long side, and this is gonna be a tough situation because now FaZe, look, they give up all those numbers. Frosty's last alive, but guess who's the player that was isolated? It's StelluR. He has the other sniper, and he's looking for opportunities, and the second you give him a chance, he is gonna hit you with snipe shots.
I don't think StelluR's actually missed a shot so far with the S7. Like we've even seen him get a 2-for-1 body shot with the S7, but so far I haven't seen him actually miss a shot, whether it's a body shot or a headshot. StelluR is punishing FaZe, and Frosty is just gonna be the next victim there. The body shot with the no-scope, taking down Snakebite. That's gonna be a double kill, and StelluR is not done. Finally slows down on the long haul side, but look, Rockets and Overshooter coming up, and FaZe are stuck in their base right now. StelluR and Spacestation are putting the pressure on them. With them going 2 down, now Spacestation Gaming have the opportunity to not only pull that flag over, but get every single power-up and power weapon here on Empyrean.
Yeah, and this is just a master class in how to control the map from Spacestation. They've done a brilliant job being on the right spot at the right time, depending on their power weapon players to hit those big shots and to keep their team pushing forward. FaZe has had their opportunities to get into the opposite base, but they've never had the follow-up answer, and that's where Spacestation has been consistent, right? When they find their opportunities to get in, very rarely do they let them slip by.
And now FaZe really are on the clock. You got less than a minute 30 seconds on the clock in order to try to make something happen. As of right now, you are losing numbers after numbers. That's another 3 down. Luckily, Frosty found himself a Needler, but the 2v1 just too much. Frosty, the 4th one, ends up hitting the black screen. Eco is fighting for dear life and buying so much time, and for Spacestation Gaming, valuable time that FaZe just don't have.
Yeah, it's just stalling tactics for Spacestation. They don't have to push forward. Just hurdle up. Make sure you have a strong outer shell. No one gets through without taking damage. You will be successful. It feels impossible at this moment for FaZe to find 2 answers back to back in just 40 seconds.
Well, they're gonna have to try. They're gonna have to empty the tank, put the pedal to the metal. FaZe need to get into the base of SSG. StelluR's on the sword side. Frosty gonna be the first one to push up towards mid-bridge. He is able to deal with Eco, but that bait and switch, like you talked about before, coming in strong, and now Renegade just flying out. And at this point, I think it's mathematically impossible here. It looks like Spacestation Gaming will be taking game number 1, and wow, what a start to our series.
Yeah, we talk about the X factors in the game, right? It has to be StelluR in the conversation. I believe full-heartedly that he is the best sniper player in Halo Infinite. I think he's always been in that conversation throughout his career of just being this incredible sniper. But in the last couple months, I feel like he's elevated his game that much. Now, the big difference might be, Tony, is that, well, instead of playing from Arizona, now he's made his way to the bottom of the country over in Texas, right? So maybe that internet helping him a little bit. I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna say that for sure, but it really felt like we never saw him truly miss a shot. There was a chance for him to hit it. He hit it time and time again.
Well, I mean, when you're playing for Arizona, he talked about it often, like his connection was awful, and it was that bad. So he goes from, like, you know, almost like that Rock Lee and Naruto, you know, he takes off the ankle weights. Now he's in Texas. Now he's feeling good. He's flexing. He's ready to fight everybody. Gara, watch your back. StelluR is here.
Oh man, and like really, FaZe just, it didn't really feel like there was like a great opportunity. There was a couple of times where we saw them get a flag out, right, Tony? And we thought maybe he could get home. Remember the one that was stuck over in long haul? But it was plays like this, right, where StelluR, it's a 1v2. Well, he has 1 sniper shot and 2 players to put them through, right? He's consistently making the big plays. And then, well, talk about a follow-up, right? Yeah, hit the shot, absolutely devastating on the map. And then because of this, he's able to provide counter pressure and get a counter cap on board. We had 3 different highlight clips, and they all started from where StelluR left off, right? That's just showing how much of an impact he had throughout that game.
Well, so now you talked about StelluR being the X factor within this game. You talked about him being one of the best snipers in the game right now. But like with all of that adding up and the way he's consistently been great, and whether it's 1v1s or 4v4s, we've seen him in all of it. Like at this point, are you ready to say StelluR is top 5 in the game? Are you ready to say that StelluR's top 3 in the game? Like where are we? What conversation are we putting StelluR right now when it comes to the greats in the game right now?
Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.